Who the hell let Troy back in here? Oh, wait. I unblocked him. That was a dumb choice. I just don't know how that happened. How did Troy get blocked? No one has control of my channel. Anyways.
Somebody you made a mod.
No, you can't block someone as just a standard mod. You gotta be like managing. So, I don't know.
Huh.
Anyways, Troy's back. At least I have something to promote. 2 to 4 weeks, people. 2 to 4 weeks. Sucks for you if you have to wait, but I don't care.
I'm going to strap the bone to the bag, so I don't just hold it walking around here, looking like a psychopath. Yeah, we will return it to where it belongs. Hey, I'm an old man. I'm an old man. Keep up with me, all right?
You can do it.
Holy shit!
What?
That is a solid wall of bones.
Oh my.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome into this rare, random Wednesday night. Actually, earlier I didn't even think I was going to do this, but then I talked myself back into doing it. Damn it, Spaz.
It's not my fault. Blame the other guy.
It's not my fault either. I did set up another show for tonight. Which apparently is still supposed to air, allegedly. Allegedly? I have no idea if that's correct still. I haven't looked. I don't care. I was all down for it, but
apparently they weren't down for us.
No, you're okay apparently, and that's fine. I told you if you want to do that, I have no hard. There's no hard feelings from me on that, by any means. That has nothing to do with you. So, shit.
Yeah, no.
So when I say, Spaz, you were getting into this. This whole thing is kind of like, let's just put it this way. Spaz, you called me last night. What? It was like a little after 11 my time.
Yeah.
And you were like, "Hey, you know you're fired." Basically, I was like, "What do you mean?" Okay, that's news to me. I just set up the show a few hours ago for tonight. So I checked my email today because I don't check that email every fucking day. And today I got an email, or it was from late last night, I guess, at some point. So before you called me, going, "Hey, apparently I was asking for a phone call." And I was like, I don't remember specifically being asked to give a phone call, and you can call me or text me if need be. And I sent an email like 9 days ago, no response. And it's like, well, it's been like 10 days, so you're done. I was like, what? Okay, the fuck? So being quiet and not causing anything or doing chats or anything in any shows, apparently that's a bad thing. Now, not saying anything is a terrible thing. You fucking can't win around this bitch.
So basically, it stated, because you were breaking up on my end for a minute there.
Is it? Okay. It might have been a drop in.
It
Wi-Fi.
was. So basically, it was saying that you were non-communicating, so you were being let go.
Yes, even though I sent an email back 9 days ago and there was no response from that. And so I was being quiet, not talking in any chats or anything on anything, not causing problems. But apparently that's a bad thing. While I, in that email, said, hey, basically, I need time to cool off, you know. Apparently that's a bad thing now. So
Yeah,
starting shit is better than not saying anything.
Weird.
Hey, Wanda. Hey, Kathy. I see you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Well, shit, that's more than I got for the first 2 years. I'll take that shit. I mean, I don't know if I can get anything at $5 for Arby's. Can you get anything for $5 at Arby's anymore? Like a single sandwich, maybe? Like just a beef melt or whatever the fuck it is? Maybe. Not fries or anything like that. Also, just literally the sandwich. Arby melt or whatever the fuck it's called.
Bacon and cheddar melt.
It's been a few years since I've been to an Arby's, so not because I don't like Arby's, but it's been a few years. Okay, one
So
mozzarella
yeah,
sandwich.
everybody in chat. So basically, me and Ben are gonna end up doing our own little thing, and
once again, you can take over the thing if you want. I'm not gonna have any hard feelings because it's not your fault. You just said also though, I don't even know if I want to do it because if it's that easy to kick someone out after 4 years of doing shit,
yeah,
that easy, you know. So I don't blame you for that either.
We're going to be looking for new names for our show.
Yeah.
We got about 6 weeks left before the start of the season. So, guys, come up with some ideas for a name for the new Oregon football channel for Ben and Spaz.
Which is harder to do than you think because a lot of the obvious ones are taken and well overused. So it's not as simple as you think it is. But the thing that got me really pissed off with this was because in the email response, when I was like, hey, it just incurred on the exact same time of another issue that came, not another issue, so to say, but another kind of impact that happened, which is leading me to go find new work. And it just kind of made me go, this is just a continuation of my fucking life where it's like you start something, you launch or help other people, and everyone passes you by, and then you get shit on in return. Kind of thing, you know? It's just been the same thing. Like for over 20 years. It's like, then fuck it, I'm out again. Even at my work now. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna go find something else. I was like, I'm sure that is taken.
Yeah, it's why we can't have nice things, I swear.
It is. It's just a continuation of shit. And it's like, oh yeah, and the funny part was the end of the email said, oh, maybe we could bring you back into the network in the future. We'll talk about it maybe in the future. And I was like, why the fuck would I go back? You literally just shit on me for completely in like a 3.5 week span after everything I did. Fuck that. That's like when I quit my other job after 11.5 years after they shit on me for not offering me a manager spot, but they given it to the guy that I literally trained. He'd been there for 10 months when I'd been there for over 10 years. Why the fuck would I go back to that job? When I resigned, I'm like, no desire to go back to that shit.
Right.
I'm sure that one's taken too. And the duck ones are hard to come up with. That is a good one though. No ducks given. That is a good one. I need to write these down. Spaz, take notes. I've been thinking in my head, but yeah, some of them are harder to come up with. Oh, do you want to be really fucked up? If we did a Saturday Night Live show after the end of the day and we called it The Real College Football After Dark. Like I just took the show back. That was my show. Jesus fuck.
Yeah. Wasn't that your idea and everything?
Tim tried to say it was partial Tony's. I'm like, no. I have the original notes. They pitched some show ideas, and I pitched them all to Mark and got it approved though. So, I'm sorry. Shit, I wasn't supposed to say names. Shit, sorry. Ignore that, everyone. Delete that from your fucking memory. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I was like, whatever. Who cares?
I think we'll have more fun too. We just, we won't have any limitations or anything.
That's the one thing I think that's nice is like if people thought the After Dark show originally was unfiltered, just imagine when we literally have no constraints. We're our own supervisors.
Yeah.
Baz will be like rubbing like shit all over his nipples and like eating constantly nonstop, and yeah, it'll be weird.
Oh, and I got speaking of unsaid person who quote said, I got denied for access. I got an email today.
Oh yeah.
From
from the media
Oregon,
stuff.
From Oregon SID. We can't do a full year.
Yeah.
But we can do game to game.
Okay.
For now.
That's what we've heard before, where it might be like a trial year to kind of see how.
He emailed me back this morning and said we can do a game to game credential depending on availability and stuff.
Well, there you go. If you send out obviously availability for certain games will be more restricted or limited because of the games. But if you send out a thing of saying, well, I'd love to see these 5, I bet they could give you 3.
Yeah.
Like the USC one, that one's probably going to be tough.
But then again, those bigger games, you get way more. There's way more media members there.
Well, okay, that's fair. That's fair too. So you never know. But I bet if you just shot them a list saying, or give them 4 games, say these are the ones I would love to get into if you can put my name down.
Yeah.
Like eliminate one or whatever, and just be like, yeah, these 4.
I'd like to do Oklahoma State, but I'm kind of in a dilemma because I got another event that same weekend, so I may just put in for the what is it, Montana State, the first game or whatever,
Yeah, Montana State, Oklahoma State, then
and then the Beaver game,
no.
obviously.
Well, yeah, and then the Beaver game is next, but after the Northwestern
Northwestern, right?
at Northwestern, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to go too heavy with football talk here. People, relax. We talked about that last night. I was like, oh, we should just make this a football show tonight. But I was like, that would be a killer on this channel. It's already a deadbeat channel, anyways. That would be that might plummet this channel into the fucking ground.
Maybe not, though.
Maybe not. Yeah, you never know. But also, again, the link's at the top of the chat there, people, if you want to join in. This isn't going to be like a massively long show tonight. Obviously, I still got to get up 5 in the fucking morning. But yeah, and for a long time. The promotion for the other thing we were doing, both of them that I was doing, I never got any promotion really. So we can do it all ourselves and be better off probably.
Yeah, and we can get all the proceeds.
Yeah, very much. I mean, it'll take a while. It's a lot of work, obviously. I mean, just like anything, it's a lot of fucking work. But we know enough context. We know enough context that can probably help us out learn how to do things a little bit better too, in that regard when it comes to that side of that type of material. So,
well, and we still have our contacts with different players and things, and Spencer and others that we can bring on.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's why I said we have our contacts that can definitely help. It's going to take a while, of course, from zero to, from nothing to starting. It's going to be rough. But I mean, shit, it can't be any worse than what we were dealing with sometimes on.
I don't think it'll be as rough as you think it is, because we already got a good list of people, and people are going to know that we're not doing the other show anymore. So once we come up with something and get rolling, we could do a couple of shows of whatever before the season during the next month leading into the season opener. And then, I think we'll get some regulars, people that are used to seeing us and whatnot.
Well, yeah,
they all already know us.
Yeah, it's kind of built in a little bit where you'll get a kind of natural draw of a couple degenerates like Troy, probably. The name is the biggest thing, emails, all that stuff. Which an email you'll have access to. We can just run it off my StreamYard. And just link it and run it off this because whatever, it's already here.
Right, exactly. It's already there. It's already established. It's already got people behind it. And people that know that you do, football and all the other stuff. So, yeah.
So how was your Wednesday, though, otherwise?
Otherwise, not bad. Just kind of chilled out, watched some Tube, and hung out with the old lady. And, yeah. And there's our first sponsor right there. We'll get her husband to sponsor our show.
Okay. What we need we need a what's his name again? Shit. Mexican or taco place. What's his name? He owns the restaurant. That's this guy people keep talking about. It's in Eugene. and he'll
Oh, yeah.
you know I
yeah.
can't think of his name right now. I'm like,
Yeah, I can't either. My brain
shit.
is like lost.
Yeah. Stuff like that. I mean, little sponsorship even doesn't have to be like some big ass thing. It could be help. So we'll see we'll see how it goes. We got a little bit of setup to go, but and we'll see obviously too with my maybe change of job depending on how long it takes to do that stuff. Because like I said, it could be dramatic. Who knows? Because let's just put it as the way I'm saying. I'm going to go back and work for the government. That's my goal. So I can retire in like 14 years.
Oh yeah. We will get it together. You guys will be there with us, and you guys can help us create more people. And
It'll be off the fucking walls.
yeah,
Because again, no one watching down, looking down to go, hey, can't do that. Can't say that. Literally just unfiltered. Literally.
yep, live and uncensored.
Well, we'll get going on that. I'm still brainstorming. Troy had some good names though, so that's why I was like, take notes.
Saturday night after dark.
That's what I mean, the real After Dark show. Then again, for me, depending on if it's a late night game, it will be literally fucking late night after dark.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think we have a lot of late.
I think there's only
At
like
this
two.
point-
I think there's only like two that are like kind of late night. I'd have to double check because some of the times I think they're still not up yet. But we'll see.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's why I gotta
We
get
still don't
Spaz.
have a Friday night game.
Yeah. I thought we did. I don't know. I'd have to double check and we'll see because some of them are to be determined still. But I have to get you prepped on StreamYard. So if you have to do it, run it yourself and shit. Unless you're at the game and then there's difficulties. So we'll just see. We'll have to wing
Yeah.
some of that shit. Ooh. That's not a bad one. Except it doesn't work all the time. There are midday games. Not a bad one.
No.
We'll be thinking because I'll have to Google all of these and make sure they don't pop up as shit. It's kind of like when we did band names. We would come up with something and then we'd Google and it like popped up with like 3 different bands. We're like, fuck that. You know, like, you thought it was original or whatever, and you'd see like 2 or 3 other bands named it, and you're like, nah, never mind. Especially if they were active, like at all still active, or ever made it slightly like put out an album or something like that. You'd be like, nah, we're not competing with any rights issues or something like that. Well, then what happens if we lose? Like then what? We just don't go live. We're like, fuck it. It'll be the Rose Bowl all over again.
Yeah.
By halftime, I stopped being. By halftime, I stopped being confident completely, and I was like, "Yeah, we're not doing the post game." I was already drunk. Feels weird being live on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Mondays I got used to. Thursday because it was a holiday. With Friday being off, it was like okay. Then been on Sundays. I mean, Wednesday we're on with the other show, but it feels weird on this channel as being on Wednesday. And somehow
Yeah.
there's still apparently 10 people watching this shit. No idea how. Especially because I believe there's another show going on. That's kind of why I almost decided to back off this show. Because there's another channel on that a lot of people that are on this one are going to flip-flop back and forth. So that's why I almost thought about not doing it.
Who's running on Wednesday?
Well, unless they canceled, the Vicks are running a Wednesday night bingo show. So, like the instance of James, Wendell's, and stuff, they'll be over there, most likely, and a couple other people. Unless they're not doing it tonight, I don't know. I didn't see a notification they were or weren't. So it is what it is, and that's right. The diehards. Well, I mean, not everyone's intelligent.
No.
Like us. We're here. Oh, there he is. See, he popped back in from the bingo. It must be like halftime for them. Like, we're going to go have a cigarette. So James is back. Oh, yeah, Kathy. This morning I was at work at 5. Well, I think I was up at 5 as usual, but I was at work earlier than normal because I didn't hit snooze as many times as I normally do. Well, I was actually at work early. God, I can't wait for a new job. I just have to wait for a response. Federal agencies suck.
Yeah.
Slow as shit at responses.
So you'll be out of the country if that happens for a little while?
No.
Just out of the
No.
area?
Right. One takes. If one happens, my preferred, it's literally like 4.5 months of out of state training. If the other happens, it all seems very local.
Out of state training.
Yeah, both are local in this area, but one's out of state training. The other seems to be in-house local training, but they're both federal jobs. So, oh shit, I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
Oh wait, shit.
Hi.
God damn it, Troy wasn't here to remind me. Where the fuck?
What?
Where the fuck is it? I don't know.
Well, you're late, Finn.
Yeah.
You're late. You've been here
No, I've been here before.
we've
you
been
went
here for
live.
30 minutes.
Well, I've been listening quietly in what you guys were saying, so
Oh, I was just
I
saying.
didn't want to jump up and interrupt what we're talking about.
I'm amazed we just talked for 30 minutes about nothing.
Yeah.
This is half of
Literally.
our show anyways. We'd go like 30 minutes, be like, maybe we should get to the topic.
Yeah, and plus, Ben, I put you a link on Discord for everyone to know. So,
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I haven't been on Discord so long. I think I have like 500 plus. I think it just stopped giving me notifications. It just like maxed out. I was like, that's as much as you can handle. Dozer, I'm not rude. I am a sweetheart. I am a sweetheart, and I will prove it.
How would you like to suck my balls? I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was, how would you like to suck my balls?
so that almost gives me an idea of who almost does that. Pipe bomb
There are more that I need to do. I did
with the
earlier, I was
mic.
like that. Yeah. Earlier I was like,
Did you
okay.
see his take on Mama I'm Coming Home by Ozzy?
Who, James?
No, the guy that does Cartman.
Oh, no.
It was
Oh, no,
hilarious.
it's on the show, right? Is it on
Yeah,
the show or himself doing it?
it's himself doing it.
Oh God, no! I mean, I might have. If I had, it's been a while. Unless it's new, and then I haven't.
He's playing a guitar and he's just. "Mama, Mama, Jerry,
Oh, okay. I think I have. You know how long it's been since I really watched South Park, but then that episode too, if it's an episode, that had to have been 10
No, it's
plus years
actually
ago.
just him in his studio.
Hmm. Okay. Hey, Shift.
What's up, Shift?
Shift always pissing me off. She always goes live while I'm at work. So if I'm ever on YouTube randomly, which I'm really not at work, she'll be live. I'm like, really? How was your Wednesday, James?
Warm. Feeling like above 34 out with the humidity.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's hurricane season here. Obviously, there was the Texas floods, but in the central area, way away from me. But here it's been storming every day, like for 3 or 4 hours, just complete downpour. But that's normal this time of year. But yeah, then it's like just humid as fuck.
Yeah, someone gets the nice weather, someone gets the storm weather.
Hey, it was only 78 here today. It's nice.
That is good because it was 78 when it was raining. And then when the sun comes out, you're like, oh shit. I drive to work at 5 in the morning, 5:15. It's already 79 degrees.
Yeah. Yuck.
Like in the dark.
I couldn't live in that. I'd
Well,
literally die.
Sam refuses to move. Unless it's somewhere nice, which most of these jobs are not in nice locations. They're all in shit areas. Shit areas or big ass cities, which are also just shit areas. Like worse than Houston.
Well, isn't his family down there too?
Yeah. So that also is part of the reason. But. Damn it,
That's not
Celsius.
bad.
Yeah.
That's what I forgot to do.
Ah.
I forgot to do. Oh, well, we lost our backstage guest.
Oh.
Oh,
They'll be
Or
back.
bad connection. Look at that.
They'll probably be back. That or they didn't realize what channel they were on. They were like, "Oh shit, I'm out of this bitch." Smart.
Or they notice, oh, that's Ben. Oh, better not. Or Spaz.
Or the combo.
yeah.
It's like a triple whammy up here right now. Not good things.
Got the Canadian yokester.
All right. Our next guest is coming in like a wrecking ball through the wall. I can't play the Ron Jeremy video I can't play the Ron Jeremy video anymore because it gets copyrighted, all right? Fucking pervert.
Oh yeah!
God, I love that clip.
Mr. Duggars.
Wow, what the hell was that?
Oh, he's still above what? He's still above ground down there. I see.
Hey, I'm in New Mexico up in the mountains, son. I can go up.
I know part of New Mexico went
Yeah,
floating
it's
away.
down there. Yeah, Rio Dosa. That's what I hear. Yeah, that looks
How far
terrible.
is that from you?
Probably about 5 hours.
Oh, okay.
4 hours, something like that.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like,
God
shit, I hope
bless
that's
them
not
poor
near
people, man.
Duggars.
I don't even know. God, that just makes me so sad. I've been through hurricanes, tornadoes, shipwrecks, floods, and each one is different. It's handled different. It affects people for for a lot longer than what some people, they forget about it in a year. Them people are still fighting a year later to get back to their lives.
Right.
There's still people in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia that's fucked up with them hurricanes,
Yeah.
James, how you doing, brother?
Oh, good.
It's been a minute since I talked to you.
Oh, I've been busy all week at the fair.
Spaz, good to see you, my bubs. And Ben,
See you, buddy.
what are you doing, fucker?
I'm listening to your shipwreck story, and I'm imagining you sinking in a raft.
No,
don't.
actually, it was a fishing boat, and it was going down. I mean, they got a pump to us in a nick of time. I mean, we all of a sudden he was there, and I don't know where he came from. We hollered help, 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 mayday, mayday, and the Coast Guard flew us in a couple of pumps. We got it back up, where the gunnels went under, and with the ice holes filled up. The only thing that was keeping us afloat was our ice holes. Get it, ice holes. But yeah, it was pretty scary, man. It was pretty scary.
I will say the closest I've never been in a shipwreck. The closest I've been to sinking in a boat. Well, actually, there was two. One was doing tubing, and the old man driving this like a nice like double decker, kind of almost like a speed yacht or something. I mean, this guy was rich.
No plug.
He hit a sandbar.
Oh,
and we all went flying. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
The only other time was we actually owned a boat for a brief period of time, put it in, like shrink wrapped it for the winter time in Oregon, then put it through, getting like all the oil change and all that shit and everything. Yeah. Make sure there's no water in the system, all that stuff. Took it out on the lake the first time. The motherfuckers forgot to put the fucking drain plug or whatever in the back of the boat. They forgot to put it. So immediately the engine compartment started filling up with water. So like 20 minutes later, we're like, why are we so tilted? Somehow made it back and just left it there on the ramp, like back on the trailer, draining for literally fucking like an hour because it had like a 2-person cubby underneath. And it took fucking it took forever to. After that, we just got rid of it. We're like, well, this is gonna be moldy as shit.
Yeah, me and my buddies, we saved a sport fisherman. Again, we was on a shrimp boat, and the fish. We were the closest people to him. He was about when we first got his mayday. We was about a mile and a half from him. So we pulled our nets. We had just put our nets out. They hadn't been out 5 minutes. And we pulled our nets up and took off over there, which was a good thing because we didn't have anything on our nets yet, very much at all. And we throwed them on the deck, and we run over there, and he was fixing to go under. Man, we had some a couple of big pumps. Captain after that, he kept some big pumps. And what caused ours to leak was that they got a thing in it called packing. That it's like a wax rope that goes around your drive shaft to your propeller, and it's always supposed to be leaking a little bit, so it doesn't burn up. Well, the packing came out of it. It finally wore it all out, and nobody caught it until it was almost too late. Well, the same thing happened to this guy, but we brought him back. We brought him back up. And that dude gave me a couple of the best looking rods and reels I ever had. He gave me a couple of pin senators to fish with out on the boat. He's what I owe you guys. I said, you can give me them 2 poles there. And he's here, you can have them. But that was pretty cool.
Shit, right on.
Well, that's why, in all fairness, too, I don't want to blame the people that did the maintenance on the engines and stuff in the boat, checking it over. Maybe they put the plug back in, but they just didn't tighten it. And so maybe vibration and then it came out.
It can happen. Happen.
I was like, maybe it just didn't tighten enough. But either way, it was like, really?
If you're fishing on a fishing boat, for pleasure, a little tracker or something like that, I guarantee you, 99.8% of the people, one time or another, forgot to put their damn plug in. You know, and then they
Yeah.
think about it too late and have to jump in the water and go put it in or pull it back out.
Yeah, we did that once a couple summers ago. We were
Hell,
going out on our jet boat.
That's how we
Forgot the
washed out
plug.
our. That's how we washed out our aluminum boat. We just let it fill up with water and let it get that front end down and wash it back, and then open it wide open. It'd go right back out. You know, the section of the motor pulling for propulsion would suck the water out of the boat. And then you just plug it from the inside instead of going on the outside, which I always liked better, which I never understood why the plug was on the outside of the boat.
Yeah.
Especially if you have an engine compartment where you can't see the plug. That bitch is like way back behind the fucking motor.
Yeah.
You can't see that shit.
Well, I've been caught in some pretty big storms, man. I rode out a hurricane one time. I will never ever do that again, and it cost the guy some lumps because I kicked his ass when we hit the ground. When we got back, because I quit several times, and they were still flying people out off the well out there. You know, they had these oil platforms. We were tending them, and they were sending people off the damn platform. I said, tie this boat up to that son bitch. I want off. I don't care what you do. I want off this son bitch. Because
Right.
that's a fucking hurricane. Hurricane David, by the way. We was 100 miles off of Galveston. 100 miles, boys.
Ooh, fuck
And
that.
and when David come through there, you didn't hit us right on, but we called big, you know, we was out there on our buoy just going in a great big circle. And it's too long a story to tell you. It was so many things went wrong, but all went right. You know, at the very end, we survived it. But that was the scariest night of my life, man. The rain sounded like nails hitting on the outside. You know, but I was on the best. We was on an old boat named Terry Lynn G. It was a Graham boat. And I would have felt better being on a real Graham boat because them things are like they were known for diving under waves, you know, in bad weather, you know, because you could make them airtight. And but that Terry Lynn G, that was just a good old boat, man. It rode waves so good. But the main part of the story is we broke our anchor off of our buoy that we tied up to by the damn rig. So we had to all night long stay up and putter around because you couldn't just tie up to one corner and expect that to be it because it had the whole air was in a circular motion. You know what I mean? And it would, you know, sooner or later you're going to run into the damn oil well. But man, that's the scariest I ever been.
I wouldn't say I wasn't scared either when I went off one of the rigs. They couldn't fly the chopper in. It wasn't like hurricane, but it was like almost tropical storm winds. So they were like, now we're not flying the chopper in. So everyone's going to go down to the base of the platform. So right on the ocean, in the waves, get on this little boat. We're going to take you over to the floating hotel.
Yeah, the crew boat.
And then I'm on the fucking hotel walking around while we're waiting on the chopper, waiting on the winds to calm down because we're out of the area now. Waiting on the chopper to come, and I feel it rocking as I'm walking through the hallways the entire time. I'm like, I'm feeling motion sickness.
Any of y'all ever been in the oil business? Any of y'all ever been in the oil business offshore?
No.
They got some called semi-submersible. You don't want to be on one of them when it's rocky. It'll scare the shit out of you. But yeah, man, it cost me a good job for whooping his ass, but I didn't care. As soon as we stepped off the helicopter, I beat his ass. I told him I was going to too.
Right.
Dude, it scared me. You know, and I was a man of my word. I said, I promise you an ass whooping when we get back. And I don't. So when we landed, he first thing he said when we stepped out of the helicopter, he said, "You're still going to whoop my ass?" And that's when I hit him. And then I hit him about 3 or 4 more times. I said, "You want to say something else stupid?" He goes, "No." And I said, "Apologize to me for not letting me off that son of a bitch." And he apologized. He was really sorry. Trust me. But other than my prime, I hit hard back then. I still hit pretty hard, but back then I could thump the shit out of you. And I wasn't a mean man either, you know. I could go the rest of my life without another argument or a fight with a person. Even back then, I was a gentleman. A lot of people don't believe that, but
Yeah,
they have rights.
you don't strike me as a angry person, mean person.
I don't know. I'm a pothead, dude. I'm always happy. You know, you never seen no pothead go shoot up a store,
Right?
or rob a house, or carjack somebody. They're like, "Hey, man, somebody's stealing his car, man."
Yeah.
That's bogus.
I've been good, Dozer.
So Joe's like, all right, enough of this offshore talk.
Been busy
Well,
for 4 days. So then I have to get ready for the monster truck.
Nice. I like monster truck. Take you some earplugs, James.
Well, no, we'll be in the grandstands. That's where everyone will be.
Still pretty loud there.
Well, last time they weren't loud. It's just bouncing around, and
Really?
during break time, they'll have a monster truck where kids can go on the back. But of course, you have to pay more to get on that.
Yeah.
And go for a little spin.
Man who sits on 10-foot kettle is high on pot. That's sort of like he who eats jelly beans parts in Technicolor.
Stop.
Somebody had to say it.
Stop.
I'm back. Anyone got fired again since? Who got fired?
It's my show.
Me
so
and Ben.
obviously. Well, I did. You didn't, but I did.
Ben did. I just kind of quit.
Do what? Man, I'm confused. I said who got fired?
There's a whole 30 minute. There's a whole 30 minutes of it.
LW, how you doing, brother? James? I don't know about these people. You taking notes on them and keeping it straight so we can figure out if they're commies or not?
Ben lost our football show. You got us kicked.
I lost my own football show, and then somehow that got us kicked off the other one. So whatever. Yeah,
Wow.
So now we're doing our own.
Well, good for you. Who y'all rooting for? I know y'all not rooting for Oregon, right? Oh, come on, man. You got to get y'all a real team.
We do.
Where is it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Who's this man?
Well shot at me, sir. Well shot.
That's why I was just like, fuck, Mr. Duggar. I know he roots for New Mexico State.
You know, I'm really more of a Lobo guy.
Fair enough.
You know, and an Aggie fan, Texas Aggie fan. I'm not a.
That's right, the Aggies.
You know, when the New Mexico Aggies play the Aggies, I still root for Texas Aggies, and they actually play them. That's crazy. So
Fuck
two-team
Troy
Aggies.
in that. So
Troy,
tired of
don't make me put you back on block. I don't know who did it before, but I will block
Put you
you.
back in timeout, Troy.
Yeah, I have the power. I will take LW's wrench away from him too.
Oh, that sounds pretty petty.
I can do what I want.
Yeah, we will take your wrench, LW. You and Troy be nice over there.
Assholes.
You take his wrench, you can just have mine too. I'm with you, Bubs. I don't care.
Ooh, what are you making, Wanda? I don't know why she's making foods. I was making food, foods. I don't know.
I just ate a big old fucking meal. I'm stuffed.
Well, that's it. I missed Taco Tuesday, so I did it Taco Wednesday, and then Sam was late as shit, so we ate late. Hence why I was late.
Oh yeah,
You're
I just
always
want to
late.
tell you, Aggies has 3 natties. Just to let you know, they got 3 natties.
Aren't they all from like World War II or something like that? Though
A natty is a fucking natty. Wah wah, boy.
I don't like his attitude.
Well, I don't give a big flying bear's ass if you like my attitude or not. Hey, James, kick him in the nuts.
If I do
Right.
that, I'll be kicked off the panel here.
That's all right. You've been rolled out of better panels than this.
Yeah, he probably has.
I know I haven't. I have actually, no.
Well, I'm slowly trying to get back to the dark side again after what happened to my laptop.
What happened to your laptop?
Bug fires.
meaning his own agency bugged him and then confiscated it after seeing what he was watching.
Yeah,
Wanda, I had
watching you,
barbecue
Ben.
steak
That's
as
why.
well.
Them midget pornos will get you every time.
Barbecue steak and salad here. Fresh greens.
That sounds good. I don't know what I'm gonna have. I think I'm gonna have barbecue brisket.
Ooh.
I had some brisket in there. I think that's what I'm gonna have. Yeah, we cooked it. We got 100-person party we gotta do Saturday, so tomorrow we're going to go do all the prep stuff, and then probably about noon, 1 o'clock, get our briskets on so they can set about 5-6 hours before we serve them.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, man, these people don't know what to think about our brisket. It's just, it holds together until you bite it. It just goes, ooh, when you, it's so tender, dude.
That's how
So
brisket's
good.
supposed to. That's how brisket's supposed to be.
Yeah, but most people cook a brisket too long and it's tender. It's fall apart.
Or too fast, then obviously.
Yeah, or dry it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I've done
us.
that a couple of times drunk. We bought like a 5-pound brisket, put it on a grill, thought we had it low enough, go back like 20 minutes, like immediately, like 20, 30 minutes later, and we're like, ah, shit. Fucking char at the outside, and you're like, God,
if you're
damn
cooking
it.
over 225, you're way too fast. I like cooking about 185, 200.
Oh yeah, no. I think about 225 is perfect, and you gotta cook it. Then low and slow. Be low and slow.
Yeah, when I got time, I like cooking even a few degrees cheaper. About the 190s. Right at 200. And we have plenty of time, because then we can get our briskets done, and then we can start our chickens. Just so they'll come off just as we drive. In fact, they'll be on the pit when we pull the pit over there. Then we'll slide the briskets back in there to get them all warm and fuzzy and good again, and it'll be on.
Well, I just bought a grill July. I haven't used a grill in a long time, so it's a charcoal grill. I think it should always be a charcoal grill. One, I don't like propane because I don't want to have a bomb sitting on my patio on the Texas heat. But charcoal, so it takes a little bit to get used to again. So I don't want to grill all the time, but I'm trying to grill anything purposeful, I'm trying to use the grill, especially steaks. Now I'm like, yeah, we're grilling that shit.
I like a grilled steak once in a while, but I like a
Hey,
pan
Alexis.
fried steak.
I pan fry normally. We did burgers, steak,
Cast iron.
couple. See,
Cast
iron is something I need to get into. I have not done it because of the cleaning. I don't want to fuck up the potential cleaning process and fuck up the pan.
This is
kinda
the cleaning.
my-
This is the cleaning process. Turn on the hot water, get you a scouring pad, and scour it out.
Yeah, and
Dry it out.
Don't use soap. Don't use soap.
Wait, listen to me. Dry it out. Put it on the fire on the stove and let it get hot again. And then take you a paper towel with some oil and rub it out and no jack with it. It doesn't really matter if you put soap in it or not.
Oh, okay.
Just like the hot water. You can I use Dawn myself because it dissipates grease.
Okay. I've heard people say don't use soap.
Yeah, they're psyched.
Well, that's because all that.
I re-season mine every time because what they don't want to do is get rid of their seasoning. In other words, when I get through with my pan, next time I use my pan, I can slide an egg around in it.
Okay,
and the best place
that makes sense.
Go start hitting old Goodwills, flea markets are the best place I think to find a fairly couple of older cast irons. I don't like the new cast iron, like Walmart cast iron is not cast iron, bro. You got to get the old school. Go find you a couple of old pans. And don't worry about it. They're rusted up or whatever. Because you can always take that and put some oil on it, put it on the fire, burn it out, scour it out, and it's good as new.
Well, that's what I was afraid of was fucking up, but then it makes sense to keep the seasoning in because that's what I know is keep kind of the fat and stuff like that. Some of that stuff.
Well, every once in a while, you want to take and put your skillet on a good glowing fire to cook all the oil out of the pan because it's porous.
Yeah.
In other words,
that's what I mean. I gotta get into it and used to it.
Cast iron skillet, believe it or not.
I have a quick question. Maybe the chat and you here can help me so I know what to do. Alexa's Canadian, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Of course you did that.
That's what I was waiting for. The cast iron quick so I can let you in.
Yeah. Keep talking.
Well, she likes showing her balcony off, how high she is, and getting lost.
She likes showing off her legs in the bathtub.
Well, I fell on my head like 4 times today. I got a concussion.
How the hell?
I know.
Why are you always hurting yourself?
I don't know. But I did whack myself on the cement. So I gotta make sure I don't sleep too long.
No.
Anyway.
How'd you do that?
Fun stuff. I don't know. My legs just wanted to go backwards.
Oh, shit.
I was trying to walk and I was like, what the fuck? And then I fell backwards and I just fell backwards and hit my head on the pavement.
Ouch.
Yeah. I got a big, nice sore on my tailbone and my head. I felt a crack.
Oh, shit. That's not good.
That's fine. And then I fell in once I got from the biggest boom when I fell. I tried to get up and I was trying to walk. And then I kept falling because I was like, am I dizzy? And then I kept falling into the bushes. So now I got scratches on my arm. What the hell?
Oh, Jesus.
You broke your foot?
I broke something. I don't know. I cracked a skull. Call me stupid.
Did you go to the doctor?
No.
Dipstick.
I'm just sleeping on the couch next to my mom.
It's free there, isn't it?
No.
With like a 5-week appointment.
Yeah.
That 5-week appointment, walk into the emergency room and go, oh my. I didn't.
Although depending on how long it's been, the worst thing you can do after a potential concussion is go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's like
I
the
know.
worst.
That's why I'm sleeping on the couch next to my mom right now. Well, I'm not sleeping.
How long ago did this happen?
Like 4 hours ago.
You need to carry your little bony ass over there to the damn hospital.
Yeah.
You don't fuck around
I
with
whacked
a
my head like
concussion.
5 times, I think. After the
Well,
first whack, I kept falling.
well, I'm telling you, it's not a good thing to mess with concussions. You could have
Yeah.
bleeding inside your head. You know, I'd throw some dirt on me and say you just did it and walk into the emergency room.
Yeah. I was gonna call the ambulance, but
Oh yeah, you don't want to waste like $500 on ambulance for a drive to the hospital. At least that'll cost you.
I did whack my head pretty hard. I felt it go
Yeah,
like it literally went.
go get it looked at. I've had a skull fracture when I was young, and I've had about 4 to 5 concussions since then. So maybe
Yeah.
that explains why I am the way I am. Probably.
Well, I have had a concussion before. I've rammed it into a van. It was raining out, and I was trying to run from the rain, and I just went boink, and I hit my head on the door. But yeah, that was a nice concussion.
I
It
got
explains everything.
only concussion I ever had is a Ford F-250 hit my handlebar on my bike, and I thumped my head then. But I had a helmet, so it was all right. But 2 days later, I went home, put on a pork roast, and it was such a pretty day. And I was only 15 minutes of work. I didn't even pick up my helmet on the way outside. I rode it to work, rode it back to my house. Then going back to work, I didn't wear it. And a lady cut in front of me, right in front of the store, and hit her brakes. I dumped my bike, and I hit, and I had a knot on my head about the size of my fist. Broke 3 ribs, and I was going 25 miles an hour. It just
Well, the guy pulled over. He's like, "I'm just making
shit
sure you're not bleeding out of your head." I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I just want to go home." I was like half out of it.
Yeah. Still though, yeah, you
Fucking
probably should
trails.
go get it checked out.
Go get
Just in
checked
case.
out, man.
Just in case.
But we don't want to hear somebody, oh, no, she found out she had bleeding inside her head and it killed her. We don't want to hear that shit.
I already have bleeding inside my head. That's why I'm dumb. Just kidding. I'll be fine.
That's
I'll
what
make
everyone
it
says.
work.
That's what everyone says. I say it too. I mean, I'd be the same way. I'd be like, it's fine. It's fine. It's like
It's fine.
like the time I passed out in Iraq after a mission. I didn't eat all day, and we were just doing water. We didn't even have Gatorade that night, and I was just sitting there in a Humvee as a driver, sitting there for hours, just sweating to death because there was no heating, like the foil lining that's supposed to keep the heat out of the driver's area and stuff from the engine block. There was none of that almost. I was just sweating to death. And we got out at the first checkpoint, and I was like, oh, the adrenaline went away. And I was like, I feel like absolute shit. Got to the second checkpoint, stopped again, walked around the vehicle, woke up on the ground because I literally hit my face on the side of the Humvee, just fell forward on my gear, hit my face on the side of the Humvee, fell back, hit my head, woke up on the ground, and they were like trying to take my vest off and going, we're going to give him an IV. And I was like, fuck you, take me to the medics. And I hate our military medics because they're all shit. But I was like, you don't fucking touch me with a fucking needle. And I sat in there and everyone was like, dude, you were loopy as shit. Loopier than fuck for like 5 hours. Taking IV, like 2 IV bags.
Yeah. Well, I'll be sore tomorrow if I don't go, but I'll still be sore.
Oh yeah, it's gonna suck for a couple days, but still, go try to get it checked out at least. I mean, like some basic like.
It was
like,
funny though.
whatever.
The first time I fell, it was like I whacked my head and then I kept trying to get up. It was like a worse nightmare. You know when you have those nightmares where you can't run, but you're trying to move? That's what it felt like. I was just like, why can't I move?
It's called like, well, I don't know about running, but it's like sleep paralysis. almost like
Yeah.
you can't move. You're like, oh god.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, it's all good.
Yeah.
I'll be
You got
crinkety and crockety. I still have to move any.
yeah, you go get it checked out. At least like I said, at least a base examination. Doesn't have to be like a necessarily a CT scan, kind of like at least get someone to be like, look at your eyes and make sure everything is checking good or something, you know.
Well, I tried to call 911 today, but where I'm at, their services suck. Anyway.
I almost played Blame Canada again, but I refrained.
Go ahead.
No,
I won't
the
blame you.
time has passed. There was a quick second there where it would have really worked, but
Yeah. Go ahead. I don't blame you.
all right, fine. She insists.
How's
No,
everyone's day?
there's got to be one that has Blame America version.
No,
He's like, nope.
Because
no.
it could depend on whatever topic of conversation might go on.
No. All I got is not to include Canada's healthcare.
Yeah, America. We're almost there.
Yeah, it comes
51st state.
through our equalization payments from each province from the oil.
Yeah.
That's how our healthcare is. That's why it's free. We pay into it.
Yeah. And you wait a long time.
Mr. Duggar's giving us the wave and the finger. He's like,
Mr. Duggars. I like my Mr. Duggars. I could snuggle him up.
Ooh.
Bring your little ass here to New Mexico. I'll take care of you. Got a lot of rocks around here, though. Don't be falling around.
I just love the way he talks.
We'd have us an absolute ball. I guarantee it. We'd have so much
I
fun.
would be giggling the whole time you talk.
You probably would. I got a ton of weed and a ton of time on my hands. Let's go.
What?
My brother actually came down yesterday for the first time in 3 months after everything, but he gave me a puff of his joint. It was high as a kite.
I get you a little higher than a kite. Come on over here.
I only had one puff. I was high.
Spaz has already gotten a pussy right now. Duggar's working hard and Spaz has a jumping in his lap.
Yeah.
I ain't working hard, brother. I am's who I am. So in fact, y'all take care of your little bitty selves. I'm out of here.
Oh,
you running away
fine,
already?
Mr. Duggars. Bye.
Yeah. It always disappoints Ben, and I love disappointing Ben.
Why do you have to leave?
I have got to cook me some supper, some dinner.
What you having for supper?
I don't know. I have some barbecue brisket in there that I could heat up, or I don't know. Man,
We're gonna do food porn now.
Yeah, we might be coming over. We'll use.
I might just throw me a fresh tomato almond together. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll just ask Gutters if we can use her jet to come over for your meal.
Well, all right. Y'all,
right.
I'll see y'all around. I'll be back if I get through. I'll come back and say hi.
Oh, we'll be done
here.
We'll
get through your meal.
It's work week. Ben won't be on here long.
I was about to say, I was like, yeah. I mean,
ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. How many you gotta give him? At 5 in the morning, or
What are you
4:40
doing?
even if I can. If I don't hit snooze twice, I'll get up at 4:40. Then it'll be 5.
Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Thanks for putting that song in my head.
What are you doing?
Your cat's being
Someone
a whore.
wants the spotlight, Spaz.
No,
Yeah,
man.
apparently.
Oh,
We left for 4 days, and both of us left.
aw, is that a kitty?
So this was her and her brother's first time with both of us being gone for more than like a few hours. So she's got this separation anxiety shit going on.
I miss my cat. I had to let go of my cat because I had to move abruptly. So she's been through it. I
The
love
only thing,
kittens.
that's the only thing I'm thinking about. I'm like, God damn, our 2 cats. Could you imagine if I was gone for 4.5 months? Especially the male cat, because he was like, every time I lay down in bed, he like jumps on me. He's like, pay attention to me. And I'm like, fuck.
Go blow your
I
nose,
know.
cat.
Hey, stop showing assholes on this stream. This is not YouTube appropriate right here. Jesus.
I love my kittens.
Figure out
As
what
we
you're
see a
doing.
kitten butthole. Yeah, I miss my cat.
You know
I
what?
wish I could have her.
Hey, Spaz, that
Ah.
cat better disappear. I swear to God. I swear to God, we're going to sick something on him.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
You won't have to worry about it.
No, it's a pretty cat.
Would you figure it out?
What kind of cat is it? Calico?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like my cat.
she's my rescue.
You
I miss
rescued
my
it, or
baby.
she rescued you?
My nephew found her in like mid-November a few years, like 4 years ago, under a bunch of cars that were on a road that she was basically getting ran over,
Oh.
and he found her and brought her home.
Huh. Sometimes those are always the best pets. The ones you rescue.
Old abandoned neighborhood with hardly anybody in it.
So what you're saying is that by bringing it home for you, you defied death. So she's your final destination, and you're going to pay for cheating death.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You're getting too philosophical.
Hey.
Hey.
Karma sucks. You disturb the natural way of life.
Look how cute the kitty is, though. He's so cute. Where's your kitty, Ben?
They're outside the room. I don't let them in here because they scare the shit out of me sometimes. And they want to rub up on me all the time like that. And I'm like, no, stop.
Would you figure it out and lay down?
I would never get a dog again because their poops are too big. Right?
Yeah.
Cats are simple. They're just shit in a litter box.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's plus and minuses to both.
Yeah, it kind of stinks.
Now, if you use the right deodorizing ones, but the point is, then you got to buy litter, whereas a dog, you just take them outside.
Yeah.
So,
But you have to pick up the poop bombs.
well, yes, but you don't pay money to do that. Whereas you still have to scoop a litter box.
True.
So,
But
plus
dogs
minus.
you have to take for a walk. You have to make sure they run
No.
a laps.
No shoulders. That would hurt.
God
Plus and
damn.
minuses.
This is the most action Spaz has gotten in a long time. Jesus.
Yeah.
Like I said, she's got separation anxiety. If she's not with mom, she's got to be with me.
That's cute though.
Unfortunately, that's also my case, the oldest cat, because it was the first one, and I picked him up first. It was like, oh, we want this one. Even though the photo, when you saw him on the cage, was like swollen, eyes shut, like mad and fucking like when they first rescued him. Then you saw him, you're like, oh, yeah. If I saw that photo, I would never have fucking even thought about picking
There,
that
you
cat.
can see, you can
So
stay
now he's
right
got
there. You're
that
just fine.
connection. The other one, Sam picked, and she still owes me more. It seems
Pain
like
in the butt.
Sam's like, fuck you.
Ow, bitch.
Oh yeah, our younger one bites. Too. The
So does
youngest
this one.
The female one, she bites.
I don't fucking know why.
That's her affection. That's how she shows affection. She bites.
Yeah, well, that shit hurts.
I know it
She's-
does.
She's gotten thumped a couple of times for it.
God damn right.
It's like most of the time it's no big deal, but sometimes she fucking draws blood. It's like, God damn it, bitch.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, we lost Alexis. She heard I
Probably
was a
the
pussy.
phone
She heard it.
or the battery's going dead.
No, she heard I was a pussy magnet, and she's like, "Oh shit, I gotta get out of here." She's like, "That concussion is taking over."
Yeah, how come Frankeny's not up here?
Probably work.
She's at work.
Or yeah, the other one.
But on her phone, not paying attention to anyone else.
Well, wouldn't she get in trouble being on her phone at work?
No, she's got her earbuds in.
And what type of standards does Oregon keep with medical care? Come on, it's like Canada. Ah, damn. Relax. Everything's said here is just to be fun and taken not seriously. All right, relax, everyone.
No, but he
Yeah.
will motorboat. He likes motorboats.
Oh,
Oh,
those
He
are nice.
likes boobs.
Hmm.
But they got to be big, like greens.
Hmm. Hmm. They're
Yeah,
asleep, so I have no comment.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. What, 5 o'clock?
Yeah, like 5:30
Yeah.
a.m. Yeah. To clarify for everyone. All right, it's 11:30. This has actually gone 30 minutes longer than I was thinking it was going to. This was going to be a short night. James, do you have anything good coming up this week outside of your fair? And you said the
yeah, monster
monster
trucks,
trucks. Yeah.
on Friday and Saturday next week. I got the Friday ticket. I just need to get the Saturday ticket. Then, of course, depends if it's going to rain. It's about a half an hour walk.
Yeah.
Outside this week, nothing. Next week, nothing for me. And then the next week, Sam has gone to Brazil. He's gonna go hang out with a old longtime friend of his and his wife and the guy's wife down in Brazil. Apparently, and I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Spaz, what about you? Besides brainstorming and getting bitten by your pussy.
Brainstorming.
Without hurting yourself.
Brainstorming to try to put together a show that you and I are going to do this season, apparently. And then next month, have the relaunch of Portland Wrestling that I'm contributor to, and we're going to be doing it like 2 blocks from my house. So it's perfect. I can walk over there when we have a show.
That's convenient.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a gym like 2 blocks from my house. And it's where they used to run 35 years ago. So that's going to be kind of cool.
We were going to do a 4th of July show, or a kind of a live thing. We were going to do something, but then the tickets went up. But we were going to do like a live stream at a midget wrestling contest, like a midget wrestling, like one of those venues. We were going to do it, but then the tickets went up like for ringside like a lot, and we're like, fuck that. James, I see you. Support James. Help James out here. Let's go.
I put the 2 links because I didn't realize I had them on my clipperboard.
Let's go. Help James out here. Check him out if you would like to help James out. Give us some donations. I have no problem promoting any of that.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had them on my clipperboard on my phone here. When I went through it, oh, there they are. Because one's through PayPal and one's through Buy Me a Coffee for the Americans.
It all goes the same place. What's that?
I kind of like the idea of doing an after darkish kind of show, as well as our own show. You know, we
Just
do
the
our weekly
spite. Yeah, just the spite.
Exactly. I bet we could I bet we could steal some people as well.
Oh yeah, we got Troy already.
Oh yeah.
Troy already said fuck the other show. But yeah, everyone check out James' links there in the chat. They're hyperlinked. If you care to give anything, a little bit, whatever
just
it is.
to make sure everyone heard it. The monster trucks are next week, Friday and Saturday of next week. So rain or shine, they go.
Is that in Calgary or?
Oh, here in the city of Yorkton.
Oh, okay.
It's Yorkton. Yorkton. Spaz can't even spell that probably.
YRK.
That's wrong. You've failed the spelling bee.
YORKTON.
Yeah, York.
TN.
Not
YRKTN.
What type of word is YRK? I mean, which country are we in? Jesus Christ, Spaz. That cat must have bitten you somewhere else than just your arm. You're getting rabies already.
Well, Spaz might turn into a cat.
Meow.
Just like Spider-Man that got bit by a spider.
That is right.
Then Spaz might be the cat man, not the cat woman.
That's right.
If you turn
I'm going to Kathmandu.
Oh God.
Really, where I'm going to.
All right. We got to wrap this up. It's 11:30. I was gonna go sleep, but actually I was gonna call it 11. But we went a little longer. That's fine. Don't encourage him, Troy. Don't encourage him.
And then, so you know, I did get told Wendy that you miss her so much.
Oh, is that Oh, which good is it? The good
Wendell.
Wendy or the bad Wendy? Oh, the bad one. Okay. Troy, how many times does Spaz have to tell you? The same as I have told people multiple times. I mean,
I don't date other bears.
could you imagine Spaz and Troy going, oh, good. Oh, that was not a hairball. That was, I almost threw up.
I'm gonna go poke the cat here in a minute. As a matter of fact,
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
the bigger cat.
No. That's a great way to fucking wrap this bitch. This shit show. Jesus Christ. It's all right, everyone. James, thank you for being here.
Well, it's
Alexis,
good to be
for
here.
the moment she showed up, she was here for a little bit. Mr. Duggar, Spaz, as always, and we will brainstorm.
Yep.
And everyone in the chat, I appreciate you. So what we're gonna do is just go away.
When will you go live next, Ben?
Monday night, probably.
Oh, okay.
The
So we
normal
don't
Monday.
Forget.
The normal Monday night. I'll put a notification out, usually a day in advance. But we'll just pull everyone down, including myself, and we'll do a little outro, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I can get up in like 4.5, 5 hours.
Yeah. Have a good
Everyone?
night, gentlemen.
We'll
Good night,
see you
everyone.
guys. We'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you being here. Hit the like and subscribe too, by the way,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
haven't already. Very quick, very free, no pain involved. And see
Thanks
you
for being here,
guys.
Kathy and Troy,
See you guys on the other side.
and everybody else.
Oh yeah.
James, so irony, or course we have been Kevin.